Hello everyone, let's talk about when is Miranda required for a domestic violence investigation. I'm doing this roadside chat from Georgia. I'm speaking, and also we're a vendor at the Georgia Association of Chiefs of Police. This question, though, comes from an officer in New York. He says, all right, we arrive at a domestic violence situation. We're inside the house. Nobody's in handcuffs. One officer is talking to the wife. Another officer is talking watching the husband. The officer that's talking to the wife, she says she was battered. She has physical injuries, that her husband hit her. Then that officer wants to go over to the husband and ask about, hey, did you do this? That's what she's saying, and so forth. And because that's an incriminating question, do we need to read Miranda? Well, in order for Miranda to be required, there has to be 3 requirements. And they all have to be present at the same time. We call this the trifecta at Blue to Gold. So the first one are the 3 C's, okay? That's what Fletzy calls it, the 3 C's. The first one is cop. Cop, it has to involve a law enforcement officer. They have to know that you're a law enforcement officer. This is pretty easy here. The next thing is questioning. I know that questioning starts with a Q, but Fletzy, does the 3 C's. It's kind of clever. Are you asking questions that are, likely to elicit a incriminating response, right? Foreseeably elicit an incriminating response. When you ask the husband, hey, did you hit your wife? Can that produce an incriminating response? And the answer, of course, is yes. The third C is custody. There has to be arrest-like custody, and that is what's missing here, okay? During an investigation, if nobody is in arrest-like custody, if the husband is not in arrest-like custody, then Miranda does not apply. This is no different legally than asking a drunk driver, how many drinks have you had? Clearly, they're intoxicated. You wouldn't be doing a DUI investigation if they weren't. You're asking them how many drinks. That will elicit a criminal response, whether they say 2 beers, 3 beers, or whatever. Okay, that's foreseeable that it'll elicit a criminal response. So that's what's missing here. The guy is not in handcuffs. He's in his own house. You're just trying to figure out what's going on. He could be the victim there. I know that you may have PC based on what the wife said, but that's not the question. The question is, do you need Miranda at this point? And the answer is no. Okay?